you don't mind, I'll start moving around straight away. Twist together, knees wide. Coming onto fingertips. Start opening the front of your shoulders, your sides. Bit of rocking side to side. Feel free to drop your forehead onto the mat and massage the forehead. It might be quite nice. Start slowing down your breaths. Lie down onto your front straight away. Come forward, feet hip distance. I'm bringing the arms out into a Y, pressing the fingertips onto the mat. Wave-like motion with the feet, with the spine as you're pushing the feet in. Inhale, press into the fingertips, lift the chest, drop the head back, and exhale, come onto the mat. I'm sorry, I pulled myself together. Inhale, lift. And exhale, come onto the mat. Please be careful with your back. If you feel anything funny, put your feet wider than your mat. And if you press the feet into the mat, normally that protects your back. Use plenty of arms here to press in. Make this the last one. Come back onto the mat. Bring your feet hip distance and your hands under your shoulders. Push back into child's pose. Tuck the toes, but keep your bum on your heels. If you can, please be careful with the knees. You stretch out the soles of your feet. I'm lifting the shoulders, releasing the weight into the heels, bringing the heels in towards each other. If you can't do that, feel free to come up above your knees. Let's open the shoulders, interlacing fingers in the back. Roll the shoulder blades together. We won't be here for long, I promise. I'm feeling the big toe joints, the soles of my feet stretching, but anytime you want to release that, that is absolutely fine. Tip your head side to side to loosen your neck as well. And then release the hands, reach them forward, find your first downward dog, taking your time. Round your back first and sit back. Pedal your heels, start stretching the calves and hamstrings. Make sure your arms are straight, spreading fingertips. Taking a few more deep breaths here. Walk the feet to the front of the mat. Feet hip distance once you're there. Hands on your shins, inhale halfway, lengthen the back. Really pull the neck out of the shoulders. And exhale, fold for a gentle stretch. Slide bending the knees. Release the crown of your head to the mat. Look side to side. Turn your chin side to side to loosen your neck. And then let's roll up into standing position slowly. And then shoulders are the last ones to come up, sweep the arms up, inhale. Putting the palms into prayer position, exhale into right side bend. So I'm bending over to my right. Back to center, inhale. Try your best to keep the elbows straight, exhale into your left. And then come back to center, release the hands to the heart center and circle around straight away. Make sure your feet are hip distance in the front of the mat. Inhale, reach up, squeeze your glutes for a slight back bend, and exhale, fold towards your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, long back. Exhale, high plank. Feel free to hop. I'm still stepping. Inhale, push your weight forward. Exhale, hold your plank position. Draw the belly button in. Feel the core muscles working and keep the shoulders away from the ears. I'm going through my first press up position, but I'm going all the way onto the mat. Inhale forward, exhale, drop the knees if you feel like it, and exhale, sink all the way onto the mat. Once you're there, press the feet into the mat. Inhale into full or mini cobra. Exhale, come back onto the mat. Still working on the mobility of your back. Do that twice more. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Mini cobra is absolutely fine. Press the feet into the mat. Exhale, come back, keeping your neck long. This is your last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, find downward dog. I'm still sitting through child's pose. You can leave it out. Hold a static downward dog for a breath. Turn the tailbone up. Drop the sternum through. And then drop the knees and keep your hips above the knees. Walk the fingertips to the front for an active puppy. I'm keeping toes tucked under. And the tricky bit here for me is to keep the hips above the knees. Walk the fingertips, come onto the fingertips, keep the heels of your hands off the mat. Straight elbows, and drop your chest, your armpits towards the mat. Start feeling the shoulders stretching. Once you've got to the maximum, tuck your tailbone under and focus on dropping the armpits towards the mat. Just feel the work in the triceps, back of your arms, and the stretch in the front of your shoulders. We won't be here for long. Keep drawing belly button towards your lower back, slight tuck in the pelvis. And then lift back up. Put your hands flat. Walk back into child's pose for a second. Relax the arms by your side. Find downward dog. Reach the arms, tuck the toes, and lift the bum. On your next inhale, lift the right heel into a three-legged dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee to your nose to tap and step through between the thumbs. Come onto fingertips. Bend the right knee above the right ankle. Let the hips drop low. Left knee straight and stretch the left heel back and the right knee forward. Drop the left knee onto the mat and sweep up into crescent moon. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Open the heart up to the sky. Hinge forward, sweep the arms downwards and to the front. Inhale, crescent moon. We do that twice more. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades in cactus. And down to the front. One more time. Inhale up, crescent moon. Exhale, open the chest. Sweep it all the way down. Frame the right foot. Lift the back knee off. Sweep the left heel up into three-legged dog. Take a big inhale as you lift, and let's start opening and stacking. Pull the right heel onto your bum and keep the left arm straight. Make sure your left knee is still pointing towards the front of the mat, rather than out to the right side of the mat. Inhale, level the hips. Exhale, bring the right knee across to your left elbow to give it a tap. And let's do the first side plank. You can open up into a fallen triangle, but I'm dropping the right knee to pivot on the right knee and lifting left arm for the first side plank. Reach the left fingertips to the sky and stack the shoulders. Hold for one more breath. And bring the left hand onto the mat. Step into a high plank. We sink onto our front and stay there. Inhale forward. Exhale, find yourself on your front. And let's start with locust. I'm starting upper body, rolling shoulder blades together, pressing feet into the mat, feet hip distance. Pressing pubic bone in just to protect my back. Reaching fingertips to the back, thumbs outwards, the palms are looking at the mat. Rolling shoulder blades together, lifting the upper back, lengthening the back of your neck and the sides of your neck. Drawing belly button away from the mat, that's a tricky one. Squeeze the glutes, straight knees, and lift the legs. I know you know all that, but it's good to think about how we activate the muscles to protect everything. Hold for one more breath. And bring it onto the mat. Hands under your shoulders. I'm tucking toes. Find yourself in downward dog. I try and do a full press up. Squeeze the elbows by your side. Draw belly button in. Inhale, push up. And exhale, sit back. Find a stretch. Focus on the shoulders. I'm really trying to open up your shoulders. Inhale, lift the left heel, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the left knee to your nose. Give it a little tap and step through between the thumbs. Come onto the fingertips in runner's lunge. Check that the left knee is above the left ankle, right knee straight, and shift forward and backward, keeping your hips low, your spine fairly long, your chest lifted to feel the front of your right hip. Drop the right knee and sweep the arms up into crescent moon. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, cactus the arms to open the collarbones, the chest, to strengthen the back muscles. Sweep the arms down and towards the front as you hinge from the hips. Inhale, reach up, crescent moon. Exhale, cactus. Careful with your back. Sweep down and to the front. One more time, inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Frame the left foot. Hands flat, lift the back knee. Sweep the left heel up, three-legged dog. Inhale, lift and squeeze the left glute. Exhale, open and stack. Pull the left heel into your bum. Right arm straight. See if you can keep the shoulders fairly level, but open the hip. This is when you should feel that the right knee is pointing towards the front of the mat and the right toes are pointing to the front of the mat. Inhale, level the hips. Exhale, bring the left knee to your right elbow across. Give it a tap and fallen triangle or come with me. I'm dropping the left knee under the left hip to pivot on the knee. And lift the right arm to find star pose. Stack shoulders and hips. Draw belly button in and lengthen the shoulders away from the ears. Bring the right hand onto the mat and step into high plank. Inhale forward, exhale, sink onto your front and stay there. Roll the shoulders back. Elbows pointing to the back. Locust, again, I'm going gradually. Fingertips point to the back, lifting shoulders, thumbs out. Pressing pubic bone in, belly button away from the mat. Squeezing glutes, straightening knees and lifting legs if it's there. Lengthen the crown of your head to the front, but the toes are reaching to the back of the mat. Feeling the back muscles working. Bring it onto the mat, hands under your shoulders, untucking toes, thinking about a forward press up, but you can leave it out. Meet me in downward dog. Inhale, push up or into child's pose, and exhale, downward dog. Feel free to drop the knees for dolphin, or see if you can drop the elbows from here. One by one is good, and elbows no wider than your shoulders. Spreading fingertips, push your bum up into dolphin. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Keep the feet as they are. On your inhale, shift your shoulders towards the fingertips and tuck your tailbone under like a plank, but it's very short. Exhale, push upwards towards the ceiling with the bum and look towards your ankles. Do that twice more. Inhale forward into short plank position, tucking tailbone, feeling the back of my arms, the triceps. Exhale, bum up into dolphin, feeling the stretch. One more time. Inhale forward, tucking pelvis, feeling core muscles. Exhale, push up dolphin and hold. See if you can lift the elbows off, but feel free to drop the knees for that. And find downward dog with me. One more stretch in the shoulders. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, yogic squat in the front. I'm going to step it. You feel free to hop. Toes out, heels are slightly wider than your hips. Sit your bum down. And finally, relieving the shoulders and the wrists. Lift the chest. Try and press the hands together or knuckles into the palm. Lengthen the back. Press the knees outwards with the elbows. And sink the tailbone towards the mat to open the hips. Increasing mobility in your groin. Hands on the mat, bum up, feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your time to fall towards the thighs, and let's hold it here for a few breaths. You can stretch your hamstrings. Keep a slight bend in the knees. Reach as far downwards towards the mat as you can. And grab somewhere, wherever that is. It might be the back of your legs somewhere, it might be the toes, it might be hands under the feet, but some of you might not like it, and that's okay. However far you've reached, bend your knees, look to the front, flatten the back. Inhale. Exhale, gently pull towards the thighs. Straighten the knees however far they go, but keep a micro bend in the knees at least, so you're not locking them out. Feel the hamstring stretching, but no back pain. So bend the knees more if you feel anything funny in the lower back. Do that one more time. Bend the knees, look to the front. Inhale. And exhale, forward. Hold for a couple more breaths. Then release the fingers or the hands if they are under your feet. Bend your knees even more. And please come up slowly. Walk the hands up on the shins. Round the back. Easing out of that quite intense hamstring stretch slowly. Roll the shoulders out on the top. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Give it a slight back bend if it's there, and exhale, hands to heart center. Excellent time to have a sip of water, or just stand here with me if you don't need a sip. Front of the mat. Once you've had a sip, feet hip distance. Turning the palms to the front. You should feel that your shoulders are opening here. The biceps are turning to the front. Let's reach up. Inhale. Exhale, forward, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga if you're ready, or take your time to jump through, maybe step through a high plank, and meet me in downward dog. Inhale as you open the front of your body, and exhale. Find your downward dog in your own time. Avoid any back pain. So if you feel safer going through child's pose, that's good. Once you find your downward dog, hold for a breath. Again, focus on the shoulders, keep a slight bend in the knees. Inhale, lift the right heel, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the nose, tap, and step through between the thumbs. Bend the right knee, drop the hip, but keep the back knee straight. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Take a big inhale. Give me one cactus on this. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you open the front of your shoulders. Sweep forward, hinge, and give me a warrior 3 to balance. Arms by my ears, and lift the left heel. Finding balance. Level the hips. Flex the left foot to the mat. See if you can straighten your right knee. And start stepping back into another crescent lunge. Bend the right knee, left foot in the back. Sweep the arms up, take a big inhale. Give me one more cactus here, open. Sweep the arms down and frame the right foot. Next inhale, sweep the right heel up into three-legged dog and open on the top as you exhale. Pull the right heel into your bum. Think about the direction. The hip is opening, but your shoulders are fairly square. That's the wild thing. Lift the left heel, come onto the right fingertips and flip the dog. Land the right foot behind you. And I'm dropping the left foot preparation all the way down. Sweep the right arm around and start lifting the hip. See how far you can lift, pressing into the right heel and reach the right fingertips to the front of the mat. Come back into high plank, right hand down, and pull the right knee to your left elbow to tap. And here is your fallen triangle if you want, or drop the right knee on the mat. I'm extending right foot out to the left side of the mat, left heel flat, and lift the left arm. Beautiful, hip high. Now see if you can hover your right foot off the mat and see if you can pump the inside of your that's your right foot up to the sky. Just a little pump, pump, pump. Right knee straight. Give me another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the right foot down. Oh, that's nice. Left hand down. Step the right foot to the back. I'm hovering the right foot in high plank. Sink onto your front, stay there. Inhale forward, feel free to drop the right foot. Exhale, stay in your front. Press the feet into the mat. You can stay with locust. I'm interlacing fingers above my hips. Just press them there. Or see if you can roll your shoulder blades together. See if you can straighten your elbows. Maybe press the heels of your hands together. Maybe point the first 2 fingers towards your heels. Feel free to lift your shoulders higher. But can you press the feet into the mat still? Draw your shoulder blades towards your lower back and lengthen the back of your neck. Now see if you can squeeze your glutes, straighten your knees and lift the legs. And release it onto the mat. Hands under your shoulders, give it a breath. Oh, you don't have to do the press up, but if you are, tuck your tailbone under to feel the core muscles. Let's meet in downward dog. Inhale, push up. Exhale, downward dog. I'm dropping the elbows for dolphin. Feel free to drop the knees. Elbows are close, just under your shoulders. Bum up high. Look towards your ankles and drop your sternum. Armpits towards the mat, towards your ankles. Feel the stretch. Find downward dog. I'm lifting elbows off. One more little stretch in the shoulders. And lift the left heel, three-legged dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bring the left knee to your nose to tap. And step through between the thumbs. Find runner's lunge. Keep bending the left knee, right knee straight. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Take a big inhale. Exhale, cactus. To feel the back muscles working and the collarbones opening. Hinge forward and start finding your first balance on the left leg. Warrior 3, I've got arms by my ears and lift the right heel. Find the balance. Level hips, straight back. Draw belly button in, flex the right foot to the mat and hold for one more breath. Bend the left knee and step into another crescent lunge. Land the right foot in the back. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge, and give me one more cactus to open the shoulders. Feel the back muscles working. Sweep the arms down, frame the left foot. Left heel up, three-legged dog. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stack, and open hip. Right arm straight. Shoulders are fairly level. To the right toes are pointing towards the front of the mat. Let's flip the dog if it's there, lifting right heel, coming onto left fingertips. And flip over to land the left foot behind you. I'm dropping right hip for preparation, sweeping left arm around and lift up. See how much you can open your chest and your hips up to the sky. Reach left fingertips towards the front. Come back to high plank, left hand down, and pull the left knee across to your right elbow. Give it a tap. Star pose is good if you want to drop the left knee under the hip, or extend the left foot out to the right side of the mat, fallen triangle. Right heel flat, right arm up. Stack shoulders, hips high. Start hovering the left foot. And start pumping the inside of your left thigh up to the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the left foot down and step into a high plank. Right hand down. I'm hovering the left foot. Feel free to tuck it under. Inhale forward, exhale, find yourself on your front. Find your back extension. Interlace the fingers if you want. Start with the upper back. Shoulder blades are squeezing. Draw belly button away from the mat. Press pubic bone in. And if you want to lift your legs, squeeze the glutes, straight knees, and lift. Feel the opening in the collarbones. The back muscle is working, and I'm feeling the pressure on my pubic bone because I'm not balancing on the belly button. The belly button is coming away from the mat. Release onto the mat. Give it a breath. And let's meet in downward dog. Go through a press up position, but the shoulders are probably quite naked, or it's just me probably. Meet in downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, find downward dog. Dolphin, you can leave it out. Find the elbows on the mat, no wider than your shoulders. Bum up. Look towards your ankles and press armpits towards the ankles. Breathe. Find down the dog in your own time. I'm lifting elbows off. Press the sternum through again. Make your way to the front into yogic squat. I'm not jumping now, but you feel free. Toes out, heels flat. Sit down. Oh, finally. Hello, shoulders. Lift the chest. Release the shoulders, the tension in the neck. I'm just going to face you. Anytime you need to come out of it, feel free. I'm dropping the ear to the shoulder one way, the other way. While you're pressing the elbows into the knees, lifting the chest, so you're opening your groin, but also finally a bit of relief in my shoulders. Hands flat, bum up, feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Round your back and come up slowly. Roll your shoulders out, and I'm pretty sure you want to have a sip of water. Please do it quickly if you need one. If you don't need it, just stand here with me. Palms to the front. Guys, are we okay? Feet hip distance, palms to the front, shoulders back. Inhale, sweep up, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, leave it out if your shoulders are naked. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold for another breath. Inhale, lift the right heel, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the nose, tap, step through. Runner's lunge. Crescent lunge, sweep up, inhale. Exhale, cactus. Hinge forward, warrior three, arms by your ears if you can. Find a balance, level hips. And stand up into big toe pose. I'm putting right hand on my hip, left knee into the chest, and first two fingers on the left foot. Left hand comes onto the left toe, inside of the left knee. Draw the spine up long, roll the left shoulder to the back, and try and point the left knee towards the front and squeeze the inside of your left knee onto your left elbow. So don't let it drop out, squeeze it in. Now watch that the left shoulder is going to the back. When you start lengthening and straightening the left knee, the back should be staying long. So if you're rounding, you might want to stay here. If you want to lengthen and straighten the left knee, however far that takes you, the left shoulder is going to the back of the mat. The spine is long. So no rounding in the back, please. Again, staying with me is good. If you're with me, just push the left knee out to the side to open the hip. If you've got a straight leg, you might want to help with the other arm to open the hip. Find an option, and wherever you are, see if you can let go of the foot. It might drop a bit, and push it all the way to the back, and find another warrior three. Tricky one. There's a lot going on, a lot of direction change. And step into a goddess. I'm bending right knee, stepping the left foot to the back, turning the toes out, shifting your weight in the middle, knees out, sit down, and arms in goddess, and hold. Lift the shoulders above the hips, tug the pelvis, and sit it low with the knees pointing out. There's no leaning forward because I need the glutes to work, and release the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the heels if you can. Sit a little bit lower if you can without falling over. Heels flat, straighten your knees. Turn the feet parallel. Interlace the fingers in the back. Straight elbows if you can. Knuckles pointing down, or the first two fingers, Kali Mudra. Bend the knees, open the heart up, inhale. Exhale, forward. Take your time. Feet are parallel. Drop the head and shoulders. Start lifting the hands off the hips. And maybe start dropping the little fingers to the mat. And hold a stretch. Anytime you need to release the hands, feel free. Or try and keep the fingertips together or interlaced to stretch. If you're very bendy and you find your head on the mat already, bring the feet, heel toe the feet closer to each other so there is space for your head. Turn the tailbone up and flatten the back. Release the fingertips onto the mat, slowly. And just hang the arms down for a sec. I know there is a lot going on in your shoulders now. Just focus on the stretch in the hamstrings and inner thighs. Tailbone up. Maybe rock forward and backward onto the balls of your feet. The heels. See where the stretch is. Take a few deep breaths. Just chilling in the shoulders now. Walk the hands to the front of the mat and frame the right foot into runner's lunge. Lengthen the stance if you need to, hands flat. Sweep the right heel up, three-legged dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, open and stack. Bring the right heel into your bum, left arm straight. And let's flip the dog if it's there. Left heel off, right fingertips. Flip over. Drop the left hip if it feels good. Circle the right arm around. And open up into that back bend. Fallen triangle. Right hand down. Pull the right knee across to the left elbow to tap. And extend the right foot out to the left side of the mat. Star is good if you want to drop the right knee, left arm up. And bring the left hand down. Step the right foot back or hover it. We just go through a chaturanga. If you meet in downward dog, you can leave it out. Inhale forward, exhale symphony. Both feet in. Inhale cobra upward dog, exhale downward dog. I've got a short dolphin. Leave it out if it's too much. Dropping elbows, bum up. And pushing sternum through. Back to downward dog. And get ready for the other side. Find a stretch in the shoulders. Lift the left heel, three-legged dog inhale. Exhale, left knee to the nose to tap and step through. Runner's lunge. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, cactus, squeeze. And hinge forward, warrior three. Find the balance. I've got biceps by the ears, but choose the arm position. Flex the left foot to the mat. Level the hips, shoulders away from the ears. Big toe pose, hinge up, left hand on my hip. First two fingers on the right and coming to the right big toe. Elbow on the inside of the right knee. And I'm squeezing the right knee onto my right elbow. Lift the spine and push the right shoulder to the back of the mat. Feel the inner thighs working because you're trying to keep your right shin vertical. If you feel the right knee dropping out, push it in. Chest up, right shoulder back. See how far we get with the lengthening of the right knee. Spine stays long. Try not to lose the straightness of your spine. It doesn't have to go all the way out. Start pushing it out to the side. Just the knees good, or the whole leg, but help with the left arm out to the side just to balance it out. See if you can let go of the big toe. And now push it to the back. Let's kick the wall. And find warrior three. Push the right heel to the back. Arms to the front if you can. Please be careful with your back. Change the arm position if you need to. And step into goddess. Bend the left knee. Step the right foot to the back. Come around. Turn the toes out, knees out. Wide stance. Sit down. And mirror the knees with the elbows. Release the shoulders away from the ears. I'm feeling a bit of squeeze in the shoulder blades, but dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Tug the pelvis. Lift the shoulders above the hips. Lift the heels if you can. Try not to lean forward. Keep it upright. Heels down. Oh. Stand back up, feet parallel, interlacing fingers in the back if you can. But leave it out because the shoulders are probably in pieces. Open the heart up. Knuckles down if you can. Start bending the knees. Heart up, inhale. Exhale, forward. Take your time to lift the hands off the hips. Take your time to drop the little fingers to the mat if you can. And feel the shoulders stretching for the last time. And slowly release the fingertips onto the mat. Stay in wide-legged forward fold and focus on the hamstring and inner thigh stretch. If you have a headstand in you, feel free, but be aware that your shoulders are probably naked. So please be careful not to fall back, or just do it safely. I'm staying with stretching, breathing, lengthening the hamstrings. Meet me in wide-legged forward fold. And maybe gently pull on the back of your legs to take it slightly further. Walk to the left foot to the front of the mat. Find runner's lunge. Rearrange the stance if you need to. Hands flat. Sweep the left heel up, three-legged dog. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, stack and open, but feel it's the hips that open. Whilst the shoulders are trying to stay level, right arm straight. Flip the dog if it's there, lifting right heel, coming onto left fingertips. Tip over. Drop the right hip with me if you want to. Circle the left arm around. And open the hips. Chest to the sky. Reach left fingertips to the front. Lots going on the shoulders, I know. Find high plank. Left hand down and pull that left knee across to your right elbow to tap. And you've got one more fallen triangle. I'm extending the left foot out. Reach the right arm up. Stack the shoulders. Lift the hips high. Come back to high plank, right hand down. I'm hovering the left foot. This is your last chaturanga. You can leave it out, meet me in downward dog. Inhale forward, exhale, sink through. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. I'm taking a breath here and you know what's coming. You can ignore me. One more dolphin. Dropping elbows no wider than the shoulders, dropping sternum towards the ankles. Think about pressing into the elbows as if you were trying to press your tailbone higher towards the sky. You might feel more engagement in the shoulder blades. And find downward dog. Take another breath. Look to the front, inhale. Exhale, yogic squat, step or hop. Heels flat, feet wide. Pressing elbows into the knees. And again, just do the same. If you can sit here, loosen the neck. Move around a bit. See if you want to do some twisting. Elbow in, pressing the other heel of the hand in. You might not like that. Anytime you want to come out of it, feel free. Some of you are opening already. Because your shoulders are so nice and open, you might feel that interlacing might be an option, but try your best to keep the elbow on the inside of the knee. And then once you've interlaced, maybe lift the chest. I can't really. Lovely. Release it off. Have a play if you need to. And then bomb up. Feet hip distance. Lengthen the back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Find yourself in your bum. Take your time if you can sit back. And maybe pop your bum onto the mat. Brilliant. Once you're there, just a few more things here, and I promise we shall finish very soon. I'm tucking heels up to my bum. Feet hip distance, hands behind me, spreading fingertips. Now I'm trying to keep my wrist wider than my hips, because at some point I'm thinking about pulling my hips through it. We're not doing it just yet for now. Shoulder blades together, scoop the pelvis. Inhale as you lift into tabletop. If your wrist can still take it, exhale, bring it down. Guys, do that a few more times. I'll just give you a little option here because I know your wrist are probably screaming. So on your back, just scooping up into a shoulder bridge is good for me. If you want more, next time you're bringing the bum down, see if you can pull it past and through your elbows. Draw the belly button in, shorten your waist if you can. Pull your bum past your elbows and pull it back again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull it past. You always have the option to hold an L sit, but it might be just one leg at a time, heel down and pull through. Anytime you've had enough, please feel free to stop. See if you want to do the other leg, or see if you want to maybe lift into an L sit and hold for a breath. And then once you've finished, heels down, pull through to open and bomb down. I'm going to wait for you, so finish it off wherever you are. And lean forward, hug your knees. I promise we are almost there, and I will stretch out the hip flexors because some of you might actually feel it in the front of your hips. Before we do that, boat pose. Just a bit more on the hip flexors. Tuck your pelvis, release the arms. Neck is long. Keep the feet on or lift off. Bend the knees if you want, or straighten the knees. It was very important to have my trousers the same length, right? Sorry. Hold for one more breath. Release into dish hold. I'm scooping tummy, low boat pose, holding it for a breath, and tug the heels, hands down, shoulders down. Guys, wheel pose. Your shoulders are probably naked, but really flexible now. Make sure you activate the glutes first. And you always have the option to tug the shoulder blades. Interlace fingers. Press the little fingers in, hips high, chin off your chest. Make sure you activate the glutes if you're thinking about hands on the shoulders. Your shoulders should be quite flexible. Hold it as long as you feel you need to. Think about pushing your shoulders above the wrists. Tuck your chin to the chest if you're coming out of wheel. Release the shoulder blades and the hands if you're coming out of shoulder bridge. Tuck the pelvis and draw the knees in. It's 10 minutes to 2. Rock your knees side to side, and guys, you've got one more hip flexor stretch and glute stretch, but I'm going to go back onto my front into lizard. I'm rolling up. Feel free to go to your side. I'm lifting chest, crossing ankles, and I'm rolling over the ankles. I'm sorry, I'm not doing another chaturanga because my shoulders are short to pieces. Find downward with me. Step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. It will be very nice on the hip flexors. I'm finding lizard. If you have your options, if you know something works better on your hips, feel free to do that. I'm dropping left knee, untucking left toes. Lifting right toes, turning them out to the right side, and dropping the right knee out to this side to swing my hips, my whole body side to side. And I'm already feeling the front of my left hip. Right hand on the inside of the right knee to push gently while you open the heart up, straightening the left elbow to lift the shoulders high. But bend the right knee even more so the left hip can drop towards the mat. You want to reach back with the right arm and pull the heel to your bum, or you can leave that out because it might be too much. But try and lift the shoulders, the chest, and keep bending the right knee. So this is an extra stretch in the front of your left thigh upwards. And then release that stretch very slowly and carefully. Find your way back into downward dog. I'm turning the right foot. I'm rounding back as I'm lifting left knee. Finding downward dog for breath. Step the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Lizard. Bending left knee, starting to feel the front of my right hip. If and when you're ready, drop the right knee and onto the right toes. Lift the left foot, turn it out to the side so the left knee can drop out to the side. Shifting side to side if it feels okay in the right knee. Pressing the left hand into the inside of your left knee. Lift the heart up high, straightening right elbow. Keep dropping the right hip to the mat. Stay here or see if you want to reach back with the left arm to stretch the front of your right quad, right thigh quad muscles. Try your best to drop the hip towards the mat, bending left knee. And release out of the position slowly. I'm stepping into another downward dog. But please take your time. And before going onto my bum again, I'm dropping the knees and I'm going to stretch out the back of my wrists. I'm sitting onto the heels if you can. Turn the fingertips in and press the back of your wrists onto the mat. Should be a nice relief. Try your best to keep the elbows straight. See if you maybe want to turn the fingertips towards the back, towards your heels. Might be too much. Maybe to the front, but I'm still pressing the back of my wrist onto the mat. See where it feels nice. And then release. I'm going to make a fist and extend the fingers a few times. And now go onto your back. Let's do a glute and a lower back stretch. Take your time to get into your back. Once you're there, let's start with the glutes. I'm bending the left knee, flexing the right foot. I'm putting the right heel on top of my left thigh. You can press the right knee away from you. It might be enough on the right glute, or reach for the back of your left thigh and pull the thigh in. Make sure you can feel the right hip outside of your right hip, your right glute stretching. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Release the glute stretch on that side and I'm changing sides. Right foot flat. I'm flexing the left foot and then putting the left heel on top of the right thigh. That protects my knee and my ankle on the left side. I depress the left knee away from you or reach for the back of your right thigh. Pull in and find a stretch in your left glute, outside of your left hip. Release the glute stretch that way. Lower back stretch, spinal twist. I'm sending left heel long, right knee in. You might want to push the hips to the right slightly. I quite like it like that. And then the right knee in, across to your left. And reaching right fingertips towards the top corner of the mat. Looking over right shoulder and keeping right shoulder blades flat. I like the left fingertips on the top of the or outside of the right knee to gently pull across, but again find your own spinal twist and lower back stretch. Close your eyes once you found it and breathe. Slowly coming back through center. And changing sides. I'm sending the hips over to my left, straightening right knee. Left knee into the chest. And then sending it across to your right. Whilst the left fingertips reach towards the upper corner of the mat. Left shoulder blade flat, turning your chin over your left shoulder. Gentle pull with the right hand if you want on the left knee, and take those long breaths. Coming back through center. I'm just going to give myself another long stretch, long arms, long legs. If and when you're ready, roll onto your side. Tuck the knees up to your chest. And push yourselves into a seated position. Finishing with the neck stretches. Comfy legs, comfy hips, knees. Long spine, shoulders back, release the arms. Here the shoulder one way, neck stretch one way. Change. Back to center, chin to chest. Circle one way. Change direction. Keep the chin drop to the chest. Hands together at your heart. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.